second anchor text of the week is an informational text that will help us make a connection to our story of the week, Helen Keller. Let's take a look at the genre over here on the left-hand side, and it's in bold under the blue. Informational text gives facts about a topic. This is a science text. And let's see what our text focus will be while we read about talking tools. Photographs is in bold. Photographs can be used to show ideas in a text. Captions, we've heard that word before when we talk about nonfiction text features. Captions tell more information about the photos. So captions go along with photographs. They're the words and the text that tell about a photograph. So let's move over to the title of our informational text, Talking Tools. Helen Keller lived in darkness, but she was curious about the world. Braille helped Keller gain knowledge. Today, people who cannot see still use Braille to help them read. Many ATMs, and ATMs, all those letters stand for automated teller machines, have Braille labels. For example, that way blind people can use them to do their banking. You have probably seen an ATM machine before, outside of a bank, or maybe inside of a gas station or a convenience store. It's where people can get cash. Some ATMs even talk. With just one quick motion, users plug headphones into the ATM. Then the ATM tells them what to do. I bet a long time ago, Helen Keller would have been so impressed to learn about how far the technology has come. On the second page, a Braille note taker is a computer that helps people who cannot see. That's what we're looking at right down here in this photograph. This is a Braille note taker. That's what this machine is. It's a computer. They type their notes on it using a Braille keyboard. The notes are saved in Braille. Later, they can use their fingers to read the notes in silence on the notepad. The machine can also read the notes aloud. So I don't know if you remember, but when we listened to Helen Keller, they talked a little, just very briefly, about Braille and how the letters were raised. And that's how Helen was reading. She could tell what letter was which because the letters were raised. And that's what this is helping with. So let's look at this photograph. We have labels, right? Helps tell like the diagram, how it works. We have the notepad here, dot keys, speaker. And let's read the caption that goes along with the photograph. This girl is using a Braille note taker. It uses an imitated human voice to read aloud. An imitated human voice. So it's copying a human voice. It's sounding like a human voice. What if someone who cannot see has an illness and needs to take a temperature? Use a talking thermometer. There are talking clocks and watches as well. These watches often have Braille faces too. If Helen Keller were alive today, she'd be happy to learn of the many ways technology can help people with vision disabilities. So let's take a look at this right here. Looks like we have a photograph of a telephone. It has Braille labels on it. So we can see the numbers and then we can see the raised dots that show which number is which. And then the letters as well. And it says buttons to increase volume. Some phones have large numbers and Braille labels. Otherwise, their behavior is just like that of any other phone. Can you think of any other tools that we use now that would help somebody who cannot see? And then I'm going to ask you this question from text to text. Could Helen Keller have used any of the tools from what we just read, Talking Tools? Why or why not? What do you think? Could she have used any of these tools?